Welcome, everybody. We are live. Here is today, July 25th. It is a gloomy, well, kind of partly cloudy Wednesday afternoon here at Gold Spot in Aberdeen, New Jersey. But we're glad to have you with us. Today, we have a lovely pen by the Sailor Pen Company out of Japan. It is the Purple Cosmos Pro Gear Slim. And a little background story about this pen before we unbox and ink it up and do a writing sample is that this pen originally was not available to the US market. It was not a global release. It was exclusive. And then Sailor in the United States, which is distributed by Itoya, had brought in a limited quantity and they had quickly sold out, and since then had brought in several other limited batches of this pen. And so far in the last, I would say maybe like 6 or 7 months, maybe it's been sticking around. So it's interesting because we thought this was going to be much more limited, kind of like its brother, the Pro Gear. There's the Starburst Galaxy, which was like a black version of this, but it has been able to stick around for a little while. So we are actually able to do a nice little unboxing and writing sample video, and actually have a pen in stock here to check out. So a little bit about the Sailor pen box. This is pretty standard. This is the Pro Gear Slim model, and both Pro Gear Slim and regulars come in this blue leatherette box with the gold foil, says Sailor on it, little gold foil trim that goes around there too. It's got the white sleeve that comes off here, and then we have the pen, ooh la la, sitting on a fiber kind of platform, and it's got like a little bit of a nice reflective sort of silky looking cloth here. And this platform, it reveals the bottom part here. So the bottom section here has got your general warranty, writing instrument information. It's got the converter, 2 cartridges in black. And if we take a look at the booklet here, it's got some information on general maintenance of the different modes, filling and whatnot. But then also too is that the ink converter also has that information in this little pamphlet here as well. So you'd be able to quickly get some info along with a general diagram here. So that's pretty helpful. Not something that I've seen too many people refer to, but something that everybody should just take a look at. I mean, I'm the type of person that I always like reading the instruction manual for everything that I buy, even if it's something really simple, because there's always something you can miss. So taking a look here, and we'll take a look at the pen. The pen itself is absolutely gorgeous. So I mentioned the Starburst Galaxy before, which was the black version of this pen. And both the black and the purple, it's not just a straight one color sort of fleck that they had thrown in here, the sparkles. It's a bunch of different colors. So if you might be able to see it, I'm trying to get as close as possible to focus. There's a lot of different colors going on here. So like as in the night sky, you see stars, they would appear white or bluish, and then you would see maybe planets where they would, like Mars would have like a little bit of a red color, or Jupiter would be a little bit on the brownish. So like you would see a variety of different colors here, which I thought was very nicely integrated in this dark purple resin, which the resin itself kind of has a little bit of a variation on it. It's not just a straight, just solid purple. It kind of has like a little metallic sort of undertone on it, similar to that that's not Pro Gear, the 1911. The Stormy Sea kind of has like a little bit of a little intonations, little stripes of like different material, just like a little bit of a different look to the purple, as opposed to just a straight resin color. So just looking around also on the band here, we have, it says Sailor Japan founded 1911, which is very nice. I like the split band look, little band trim here, and then the big thick band there, and then you have the clip and the little anchor on top here. And this is one of the defining elements of the Pro Gear and the Pro Gear Slim, being that the ends are flattened and you've got the little Anchor logo at the top, which is a nice little detail to notice, especially if you put this pen in your shirt pocket. You know exactly which, just kind of like how the Mont Blanc has the identifying snowflake on there. You sailor, you have that brand anchor on there that just has that very distinguished look. So this is the Pro Gear Slim. So the Slims have the 14 karat gold nib, and since this is a rhodium trimmed model, which in other words silver, you have the nib itself is 14 karat gold but has rhodium finishing on it to match the silver trim. The nib sizes on these are available in the 7 standard sizes that the US market carries, which is extra fine, fine, medium, medium fine, broad, zoom, and music. So you have a lot of different choices. And if you want to check out the differences between those choices, we have another video, which I will link to this video, that shows all the different nib sizes that are available, all 7 of them, and showing the different line widths and different things you could do with them, and also comparing them to the Western equivalents as well. So size-wise, capped, the Pro Gear Slim, it comes in right at 4 7/8 inches, which is 4.875. Uncapped, the length is 4.375 or 4 3/8 inches, and then posted you have 5.625 or 5 5/8 inches, and the weight of it is pretty light. It's half an ounce, about 14 grams. You know, it's light without the ink or converter inside, but we are going to change that. We're going to put some ink in this pen and give it a little whirl. So let's get, I mean, how could you not, with a dark sparkly pen, go with a dark purple sparkly ink? So this is last year's anniversary ink from J. Herbin, or Jacques Herbin, as this line is called, is the 1798, which is a dark purple ink with silver shimmer. So perfect with this. Perfect match there. So we're going to move things around, and I'm going to get my little Bounty Towel cleaning cloth here, just in case we get a little messy. All right, so first thing I want to do with this guy is make sure all those sparkles are off the bottom. And you know what I'll do is I'll get this ready to ink up. You know, I would kind of need the converter now, wouldn't I, right? It's one of those things that I would typically cut out of a review video or a demonstrational video. But since this is live, we're just flying with this as we go. So, converter, it's not a screw type. It doesn't screw into the section, just plugs right in. So we're gonna fit it in there nice and solidly, no wiggle. And we're gonna draw the piston down. Not gonna fill it up all the way because I mean we're just trying it out here. So I just give it another shake again because I mean these things, the particles fall down so quick. I want to make sure I get some good particle action going on here. So one of the nicer things about these 1798 bottles is the wider mouth. I know that was appreciated by many people who were struggling with that very thin, small opening of the other 1670 bottles. So what I did there is I was just screwing the piston knob clockwise, and I've got myself some ink in there. I'm just going to drop a couple drops out, and then I'm just going to wipe this guy down. I got a nice little purple ink on here. Looks kind of cool that way. Almost would like kind of leave it on there. It looks really neat with the purple color, the little purple tinge to that rhodium nib, but we just want to make sure that I got all the ink off of the section here. So if you were loading this up with cartridges, we would just pop in one of those Sailor ink cartridges and get going right away. But since we're doing a special bottle of ink, we use the converter. So we are screwing the barrel back on. I would probably say this pen, just right off the bat, knowing it's a little bit smaller of a pen, is more comfortable to write with posted for most hands. So I'm just moving stuff around. Let's put this up top here. I always have an eye for laying out the scene here. Just trying to fight with the tripod to make sure that, let's see, I can zoom up. Alrighty. And this is a medium point. Like I said, 14 karat gold nib. And this is Rhodia 80 GSM blank paper, suitable for many different types of fountain pen inks, including this Jacques Herbin Amethyste de l'Oral. So we could just write the pen name here. Pro Gear Slim. $14 gold medium nib. Just writing with some quick strokes here, just to kind of test the upper limits of this ink flow, which, I mean, it is responding actually quite nicely to just doing some rapid fire stroking here. It's not, even though like it may appear like it's skipping, I am just quickly just doing this here, but it then responds to doing some more of these details and flowing just nicely, so. And like I said, you can also check out, there's a video that we have with the Sailor nib comparison to see all 7 Sailor nib sizes. And just to talk about, like, I guess, the ink flow, even though this is a shimmer ink, it is coming out very nicely. It's not wet, but it is a little bit on the drier side. But it does have a nice fluid feel to it, rich in saturation. And as you would kind of expect with a Sailor, you do feel a little bit of feedback, kind of like a very smooth, high-grade wood case pencil. It's very pleasurable for somebody who likes to feel their writing experience. If you like a glassy, smooth experience where like you hardly feel that the nib is touching paper, then Sailors are not generally for that purpose, like, or it's not generally for that type of taste, but it does have a very nice, it's not scratchy. It has a very demure sort of way of being able to express itself. And like I said, the posted is most comfortable. I could write with this probably for hours, and I have a 1911 in the Rialo, which is a larger size Sailor, and that writes very nicely posted as well. So very comfortable, both sizes in the slim, or if you go with the Pro Gear regular, it's just about a little bit longer, a little bit thicker. But this pen, though, does not come in the regular size. So that's something to note, is that this style is not It's just only available in the slim size. So um, we could take a look a little bit at the, let's see if we could see some shimmer. I'm not really getting much there. Let's see if I could just maybe scribble it out so I could show you guys what that looks like. So I would say like a medium point, medium fine point, or the fine. It tends to be like some of our best selling sailor nib offerings because they're most probably for general purpose. And certainly the medium does qualify for that. I would say your medium is going to be more like a fine and like a European. I'm not getting any shimmer, not out of this. But like like generally for shimmer inks, you'd want to go with, let's say, a nice zoom or a music nib. That'll really show it off. And let me see if there's anything else that. No, I don't think that there's anything else I wanted to cover here. So Pen Boy Roy has joined on here, so he wants to show. He wants me to break out the skills. I don't know. I'm on a live video, so I tend to not write as nicely, but I'll give it a shot though. I'll write something nice. I'll write. I'll try to write the Sailor Pro Gear. I'll just write that again, maybe a little bit slower this time. Yeah, so that if you even look at how that was compared to like doing it really quickly, I'll show you really quick. I was just like, that's me just kind of going quick. This is me taking a little bit more time. You can even see like the line is a little bit thicker too when I take my time with it. So quickness is always a is a factor when you're trying to choose your nib size. Do you have a really quick handwriting style, or are you very slow and deliberate? So if you are slow and deliberate, it almost comes to show a little bit more of a line thickness than if you're going very quick and rapidly. So that is it for this unboxing and writing sample of the Sailor Pro Gear Slim in the Purple Cosmos. These are available at goldspot.com in all 7 nib sizes. I think maybe one of them might be on order right now, but this guy, the medium, and all of his friends are up on the website. Available for $200 is the street price, and the usual Pro Gear Slim, it usually weighs in at 156 with the discount. And the reason being that this is a bit more expensive because this is one of those special limited releases that we expect will probably end up hopefully selling out sometime soon. And then maybe they'll be on to the next one, and maybe they'll do a dark blue one. Just speculating, but that would be really cool. I probably could not resist that one. So take care, guys, and stay inky, my friends. Have a great one.